Hello everyone, if you're new here, I play the game Clangen while I jot down all of the interesting dynamics of the cats in our clan. Then I create a story to tell their tales while drawing them. This clan has been so much fun and I do hope you enjoy this video. Unfortunately, we've experienced some losses this year, so let's take a moment to honor our cats who are now in Starclan. On the second moon of this year, the beloved Ragged Leaf passed away, leaving a deep void in the hearts of her clanmates. After days of declining health, she slipped away peacefully in her sleep, and when she opened her eyes in the afterlife, she was reunited with her cherished friends in StarClan. Her first daughter, Hawkwcho, was heartbroken and stopped eating for days, overwhelmed by grief. The pain of losing her mother weighed heavily on the clan, but it was Ragged Leaf's mate, Misty Runner, who was most deeply affected. Once a vibrant medicine cat, she now seemed lost. Her smile faded and her spirit dimmed. Berrypaw, the young apprentice and the second daughter of Ragged Leaf and Misty Runner, watched helplessly as the medicine cat neglected her duties, staring blankly at the empty nest her mothers once shared. Out of nowhere, Misty Runner disappeared. After several days of worry, Locuststar led a patrol to search for Misty Runner. He found her near the moon cave, a bundle of death berries by her side. Berrypaw's heart sank as she realized the gravity of the situation, hoping desperately that her mother hadn't suffered in her final moments. The clan gathered in sorrow, grappling with the heavy loss that had struck all of them. Cloudfreckle was strolling around camp when Creekdusk ran to her in a panic. The she-cat was frantically searching for one of her kids, and knew that Cloudfreckle often looked after them. The two she-cats went on their separate ways through the territory, searching for the missing kid. As the sun set, Creekdusk returned to camp, still finding no sign of her lost kid. Just then, she spotted the small bundle of fur emerging from the elder's den. The following day, Cloudfreckle had not returned to camp. During the earliest patrol, others found her mangled body surrounded by many large paw prints in the mud. The clan believed that she had been attacked by the creatures of the forest. During an evening patrol, Shrewpounce, Tricklepool, Locuststar, and Ghostshade were navigating a narrow section of the cliff. The cats were inspecting the rocks, trying to determine if they were safe to maneuver around in order to create another path to and from camp. As they attempted to push a large rock out of the way, two of the cats lost their footing and began to fall down the cliff. One of those cats was Shrewpounce. The fall seemed to take a long time, but in an instant she found herself sitting in StarClan next to her mother. There was no pain, only the joy of being reunited with her kin. The second cat to plunge from the towering cliff was Tricklepool. As he fell, panic surged through him. He clawed desperately at the air, trying to find something to grab onto. Unfortunately, the only thing rushing toward him was a massive boulder. With a bone-crushing thud, it struck him. plunging him into darkness. As he lay in the blood-soaked ground, he felt a mix of blinding light and suffocating shadows. Anger bubbled within him. How could this happen? It was supposed to be Locuststar who fell, not him. He had always dreamed of being the leader of this clan. From the depths of the shadows, a deep laugh echoed through the darkness. Tricklepool looked up to see a group of cats, their claws stained red. A large Tom stepped forward, a smirk on his face. "I'm surprised to see you so soon, friend," Berrypaw said, glancing at the dark sky. Tricklepool's mission to assassinate Locuststar had clearly failed. "I tried, I swear I did," Tricklepool replied, standing defiantly, watching the dark forest cats surround him. "Ghostshade will help us, Berrypaw. I know it." Tricklepool's voice wavered, knowing the smile on the larger Tom's face meant danger, not kindness. Berrypaw's smirk widened, confident that his son would obey him. Despite the setback, their ambitious scheme could still succeed, especially with the dangerous beasts prowling the woods. Locuststar, the wary leader of Snowclan, has been reinforcing the cliffside and implementing stricter rules to protect his clan from ongoing rockslides and beast attacks. The stress of leading his clan weighs on his shoulders. One chilly night, while patrolling the edge of Snowclan's territory, he was ambushed by a group of 7 rogues, their malicious eyes glinting as they declared their intention to rid the forest of clan cats, seeking freedom from the clan's rules. Despite Locuststar's bravery, he fought back, taking down 1 rogue and driving off 3. He found himself cornered and outnumbered still. Just then, a fierce, solid white she-cat leaped in front of him, hissing and clawing with determination. Locuststar's mate, a warrior from SpindleClan, who had come to his aid. With her help, the rogues were driven off, and she smiled triumphantly. She turned to look at him as her smile faded. "Locuststar, I can't keep this up. I think my clan suspects us," she whispered gently, nudging their kits from the shadows of a fallen tree. Smoke Kit, Flower Kit, and Twig Kit. Locuststar felt the weight of her words. He had hoped for an alliance between their clans, but deep down he knew that the dream was unlikely to come true as he looked into the eyes of his kits. Creekdusk's infatuation with Locuststar grew stronger each day, overshadowing her heart with longing. Despite her desperate attempts, he continues to reject her. When he returns to the clan with Kits at his side, a deep ache of betrayal pierces her heart. To distract herself from her unrequited love, she turns to a charming warrior from Flurry Clan, skillfully winning his affection. This relationship led to the birth of 2 lively kits, Flame Kit and Red Kit, symbolizing the passion she once held for Locuststar, now a bittersweet reminder of her unfulfilled dreams. Sunstripe has healed remarkably from her accident last year. Though she retains a permanent limp in her back right leg, she often spends her days near the Queen's Den, joyfully helping care for the energetic kids, particularly Locuststar's little ones, whose playful and sweet personalities delight her. As she plays with them in the warm sunlight, she finds herself unexpectedly drawn to their father. Despite the budding feelings in her heart, she knows that pursuing them may not be wise, yet the moments they share linger in her thoughts, adding a touch of sweetness to her days. Hawkwcho has been profoundly affected by her losses this year. She often gazes up at Silverpelt, searching for her mother's among the stars. The once lively spark in her personality has faded, and her clanmates have noticed. She no longer volunteers for patrols or takes the kids on adventures, and her relationship with Shattercloud has stalled. Though Shattercloud's injuries from the two-leg attack have healed, he now bears a noticeable scar and a crooked jaw that makes him intimidating to most. This new appearance causes the kids to shy away from him, and it unsettles some of the clan. He often eats alone, but when he approaches Hawkwcho, he tries to comfort her while silently grappling with his own feelings of loss. He trails behind her, hoping to provide comfort to the light that has dimmed. Berrypaw recently became an apprentice and is already facing extreme hardships, including the loss of her parents. As the clan's only medicine cat, she often feels isolated, rarely speaking to her sister Hawkwcho as she focuses on her herb studies. In her dreams, she walks with her mother, Misty Runner, who continues to guide her from Starclan. Berrypaw has also shared visions of two clans at war and ominous shadows in the forest with Locuststar. Could this be a prophecy? Brackendapple hasn't been very helpful around the clan lately. Following the death of their mother and sister earlier this year, they struggle to focus on their clan duties. Most days they can be found in the warrior's den, curled up in a nest, longing to be with their family. Occasionally they find themselves contemplating life outside of the clan. They wonder if they would be better off as a kitty pet, believing it might be safer than the life of a wild cat. However, they quickly remind themselves that the clan needs them, and they cannot abandon them, especially in these difficult times. After the devastating loss of Tricklepool, Snowyfur was enveloped in profound sorrow. Though they had never been mates, her heart ached with unspoken love for the clan deputy. Seeking solace, she had retreated to the Elder's Den, a cozy refuge filled with the warmth of shared memories. In this peaceful space, Snowyfur finds comfort among her fellow elders and welcomes visits from Tricklepool's Kits, whose laughter resonates joy within her. She spends her sun-soaked afternoons basking in warm rays, easing her weary bones. Each meal shared with Berrypaw and comforting Brackendapple brings her a sense of companionship and moments of peace amidst her grief. Ghostshade's time in the clan has become surrounded in secrecy. While on patrol, he often slips away to the border of Spindleclan, his mind consumed by the enchanting she-cat he met at a gathering. Soon after, she bore him kits, which he soon joyfully brought back to camp. To his surprise, his sister Lightfall immediately bonded with the kids, nurturing them while secretly yearning for her own. Doubt lingers, especially with her father haunting their dreams. Burnet Blaze, their father, visits the kids at night, using his charm to convince them he needs their help. Meanwhile, Ghostshade trains relentlessly in the dark forest, honing his skills for the day he takes over the clan. But the innocence in his kids complicates the dark forest plans of the lurking forest cats, threatening their fragile existence. If you have made it this far into the video, I would love to hear your thoughts on our cats, so please share in the comments. Make sure to stick around to the end. We have so many cats now that I have made a family tree to showcase the growth of the clan. Now, let's see Tricklepools Kits. Pale Leopard, Ratpelt, and Apple Eye were the first of their 6 siblings to earn warrior names. After their father's tragic death, they dove into their apprentice duties with unwavering determination, quickly becoming warriors. The clan recognized their commitment, especially when Apple Eye rescued one of Locuststar's kids from a rushing river, earning him his name for his watchfulness. Despite their new titles, the 3 warriors prioritized their siblings, Elmpaw, Volepaw, and Frostpaw, who were still apprentices. These 3 were deeply affected by Tricklepool Tricklepools' death. Frostpaw, often considered their father's favorite, was consumed by grief, wailing and refusing to eat for days. But keen-eyed clanmates noticed her lack of tears and secret pilfering from the fresh kill pile. Bullpaw recognized her sister's act and often ignored her whining. Nevertheless, these 6 siblings began to prove their worth to Locuststar, slowly winning his approval, even though he had never had much fondness for the former deputy. Their journey was just beginning, moving beyond the shadows of their past. Following the heartbreaking loss of Snowclan's deputy, Locuststar quickly named Swiftshine as his successor. Standing beside her leader, Swiftshine felt a wave of pride and purpose wash over her. While she may have not been the strongest cat, her sharp intellect shone through as she implemented organized patrols and optimized hunting times, helping the clan thrive once more. Soon after, Swiftshine and Bluepelt became mates. Though Bluepelt supported her wholeheartedly, a shadow of worry lingered due to the clan's troubled history with deputies. Two she-cats often roam the vibrant forest together, sharing laughter and love. One bright afternoon, their peaceful stroll was interrupted by a piercing cry that sent chills down their spines. Acting on instinct, Swiftshine and Bluepelt raced towards the sound, only to discover a tragic scene. A deceased queen lay curled around her 4 tiny kits, her eyes closed in eternal silence. With compassion swelling in their hearts, they gently scooped up the mewling bundles and returned to camp. The kits, Marigold Kit, Splinter Kit, Feather Kit, and Oak Kit, snuggled into Bluepelt's warm fur, quickly drifting off to sleep, safe in their new family's embrace. I'm going to look at the... Oh, what the frick is it called? Where even is it? Family tree, that's what it's called. Alright, let's take a look at the family tree. So what is interesting is Night Whisker over here. She was Now, the thing that I find very interesting is Night Whisker's kit, Bluepelt, is now mates with Burnett Blaze's kit, Swiftshine. And if y'all don't know from my previous episodes, which you should totally watch, Burnett Blaze killed Night Whisker. So there's a bit of a family dynamic there. I don't think that the kids know what happened between their parents, but I just think that's very interesting. We do have quite a few kids. So some of these cats are actually dead. Some of them I did put their Starclan character on the chart, and some of them I used their living character. So I'll need to update this, especially for like Night Whisker, Burnett Blaze, Misty Runner, Ragged Leaf. I'll need to update those. Tricklepool had a lot of kits. I think that is the most kits I've ever had in Clangen for like one litter of kits. That is the most kits I've ever had. So comment if y'all have ever had more kits than that. That this is the biggest litter I've ever seen. But I really do. All of these kits are so cute. I feel so bad for Brackendapple because she is the last one of her family. Let's see, and Hawkwcho and Berrypaw. I my heart like broke whenever those things happened to Misty Runner and Ragged Leaf. Like I just sat here with my mouth covered, staring at my screen for like 20 minutes. I'm not even kidding. It was so shocking to me, and I truly was not expecting it. And I feel so bad for both of the girls. But I'm really excited to continue with all of these new faces, and I will get to drawing the next year because I have already played it. I know what happens. I just need to write down the story and draw everybody, which hopefully won't take me as long as it usually does. I'm planning on getting this video out soon and year 5 out even sooner because I want to continue making these videos for y'all. And I really enjoy them, and I hope y'all enjoy them too. So I will see y'all next time. I hope y'all have an amazing day or night.